So I am with the closing remarks between the content of quantum and the energy content of Hydro-Québec. So I will speak about ambition, and my speech will be bilingual. I will start with, I will explain to you during my presentation why I was so excited to work with Anouk Kendall and her team. Alain Aspect, Prix Nobel of 2022 of Physics, said, building a reliable quantum computer is so difficult that if we don't work at it together, it will never be achieved. So this is my topic today. This is about collaboration. If we don't work together, it won't happen. So I will discuss with you who we are, how do we work, what are our priorities, why do we work with a zone of innovation, quantum, and what do we work with the industry, how can we aim to help with the involvement of industry. So electricity and energy in Quebec is a big part of the GDP. It's really important for us. And it's more than 5 billion of exports in 170 countries. So Quebec Energy is a cluster, and the cluster is coming from Bay James. So it's a cluster of 70 years. And we have developed a know-how in energy with Hydro-Québec, of course, but also with all the engineering firms that we have, service firms that we have, and also all the big suppliers, the big fabricants who are in Quebec, but also we have small and middle business who provides what provides services to Hydro-Québec and goods and services to Hydro-Québec, but also in US and in the rest of Canada. So if we want to electrify our country, we are there to work with you. The involvement, our board of directors, you can see we have Hydro-Québec, but we have also the big fabricants, we have the service providers, the big engineering firms, we have also service and IT service such as CGI, Accenture, and we have also little middle players. So we have everything to work together in quantum and in electrification. Our mission is to put people together like Anouk. So I want to tend my hand to organize the next meetings together in the future to discuss that. How do we work AI? How do we use quantum to accelerate the electrification and push out the fossils from our portfolio? This is our goal. So you can see the structure that we have here and the different audience that we have. So we represent the value chain and the supply chain. So I would like to thank also Daniel Bazin, who is my Director of Innovation and Exportation here. He spent the last 2 years with you guys. And we are organized with 4 strategic orientation. The first one is innovation and export, Daniel is responsible for that. And we have sustainable supply, and also we have talents. So in the last 2 days, we discussed about that. We discussed about all of that, okay? And if we are competitive and we are innovative, we will export. And we know that scientifics, they have some problems. And in quantum, they represent in US 33% of the quantum people. So, and sometimes they could like to come in Canada. It's 4%. So we need Canadian guys, people from federal government. We need to encourage the scientifics to come. This is something critical. Our priorities in innovations are to be sure that we will be performant in infrastructures, digitalization. We have organized 4 events on digitalization of energy systems. We will organize the fifth 4. The 5th one, we would like you, Anouk, and your organization to help us to organize that. And what we want ultimately is to involve a lot of suppliers, but also to involve some utilities to establish the priorities and to invest into AI and to startups and into quantum solutions with big suppliers. Why do we do that? Because you know that in Quebec, we are 99% of electricity, low carbon electricity, in majority hydroelectric. And Hydro-Québec has a big, big ambition by 2035 to add 60 terawatt-hour. They will explain that, of which 21 terawatt-hour of energy savings. So we need your best guidance, guys, to realize that. It's just in 10 years. This is a big, big challenge, 21 terawatt-hour. This means more than 3,300 megawatt installed. So it's really critical. And you can see that we want also to have new hydro. We want to have new solar. We want to add 10,000 megawatt of wind. You have that in Alberta. You have that in the others, in the other provinces. So this is really important for us. By 2050, we would like to double, like the rest of Canada, the electrification, the rate of electrification. The topic of the last month, we have organized a colloque on energy efficiency. Definitively, we need collaborations, and we think that it might be a cross-Canada first initiative that we could have. Next, 28 until 30 of June, the International Agency of Energy in Europe will come for the first time in Montreal for a symposium on energy efficiency. So you are all invited to come, and we could organize something during this event on how we can collaborate better together to accelerate the energy efficiency system. And we discussed this morning and yesterday that the initiatives behind the meters, we have started up, but it's not yet something that we are able to deploy at a large scale. So to me, it's a big, big challenge, because we have solutions, but we don't invest massively on one. And this is where we are. In quantum, this is the same thing. You have a lot of projects. Marie-Claude, we discussed that with Hydro-Québec. But we need maybe to have 20 if we want 3, 5 to succeed. We need the involvement of Schneider, Siemens, all the guys, to be sure that we are able to achieve something in 5 years from now. So Quebec, you see the position. I stole a part of the roadmap that has been developed by Volume 10 with the district and the zone of innovation for the Institut Quantique, for PINC, for district. They are all together. This is a great initiative. It was the first zone of innovation. We are really proud in Quebec of that. It has been launched by Quebec. It has been supported by Investissement Québec. And we think that if we work together, we could become a real cluster in Canada in quantum and AI. And we have MILA, we have universities, we have Ivado, as you explained. We have everything to succeed. What we need is to be sure that we go in action. Here you have the Canada, and you have all the investments. 1.3 of private investment. Randy explained private investment, it's so important. And global investment. In United States, it's 3 times of that. So we need to be sure that we keep on and even accelerate those investments. You have here all the partners that you have met over the last 2 days. Numana, all the guys, they are all there. And we start to think, we have been involved in some survey. We think that balancing the system is really from the production until the consumer and behind the consumer. You opened this session with that, Anouk. Huh? You said anything like that? You showed us your wonderful video of decentralized energy. I'm jealous, really. may I steal that? And from production, and there are a lot of losses, not a lot of lack of optimization, a lot of lack of coordinations. So basically, we need another network around our classical networks, and we need to build that together. The second, I think, priorities will be, obviously, you spoke about that over the last 2 days, are the detection and the contingencies and the failure detection and corrections. And of course, energy efficiency, optimization, maybe we are mature enough to have a discussion on that. Before building new massive infrastructures, we will need the agreement of the autochthone, of the aborigines. We will need the agreements of the communities, local communities. You know, like me, that sometimes they don't understand. Why do we deploy new infrastructures? We need the agreement of the agriculture people. They don't understand why we use their land to do that. So energy is precious, and the land is precious. And before building new infrastructure, we will need to show that we have done everything we could to save energy. It will become a massive social acceptance challenge that we will face out. So is it possible to do 60 terawatt-hour over the next 10 years in Quebec? Yes, but we will need to work all together in a common message. So that's it. We organize 3 big events per year. We hope that one day we will organize one big Canadian with Anouk, okay? And next March, 11, 12 of March, it will be likely to Sofitel, Montreal, or to Four Seasons, we don't know yet. But we have the 5th Forum of Digitalization Transformation, so you're welcome. And next end of June, Hydro-Québec will host with International Energy Agency a big symposium on energy efficiency. Thank you very much.